Welcome everyone to our highly enjoyed cryptocurrency on the ICP side, Internet Computer, which is obviously following the markets at the moment, yet nothing to be worried about, guys. It's down by 17%, that's right. But we're speaking about this cryptocurrency potential for the future, not of a specific downtrending segment. Keep in mind that we as traders, we always exit when the markets are green and get into the markets when they are red. So that is basically how the idea of the trading functions, obviously not only in the theoretical side, which is something that most of you guys know, but also in the practical side. You can be in longs by having long-term trades, and you can be in shorts by scalping the markets towards the downtrend and taking some profits by also hedging certain positions of long to position yourself against those in shorts of a quick period of time, of scalps, of swings, of day trades, many possibilities out there. What's happening with the ICP at the moment is something I'd like to share with you for January, and have a good time on the topic. Relax folks and enjoy this video. Before we get into the topic, for those of you that would like to see many other trading videos and presentations of my dashboard and trades, you can check out my YouTube shorts on my YouTube channel. At the same time, we have a BTC trade running right now, which we are scalping towards the upside. It is an entry at 39,631 with a 19x leverage, making a total quantity of 40 Bitcoins, 1.5 millions on $8,700 pure profit so far as unrealized. That's where we are with this one. So for those of you that would like to participate in my trades, feel free to reach out and join. Option number one is no prior fee, just a commission from the profit achieved. So it's based on performance. It's completely done for you, outsourced in a system with API trading permission. Simple and straightforward. Then there is also the coaching program, guys, for anyone that is interested. This is something that I perform out of passion, intensively working with me one-on-one. For those of you that would like to change their lives and make sure to achieve financial freedom, this is the option that I'm suggesting. ICP right there, daily candlesticks, is what we care about at the moment, with a possible amazing reaction on this very strong demand area. This demand area we're sitting right now is actually a very, very good place of reaction. A place of reaction which is also held by the sort of a way 50 days moving average. Now, ICP on the daily looks great basically for a market recovery. Obviously, it's going to be difficult to keep up the uptrend and break off the tops of $16, even if BTC is actually breaking out for these cryptocurrencies that have retraced so far. I mean, take a look at that, guys. We're speaking about a 36% retracement that has been printed so far during this 20 days. During this 20 days, they're continuously, aggressing basically and punishing the markets. Especially, there's so many people that got into ICP at much higher levels, such as 13, 14, 15, 16, which are suffering. They are having unrealized losses, and they are going to be forced at some point to make a decision. You need to keep that in mind when you're trading with leverage. A 35-40% is easily very dangerous if you're on an isolated one to hit your liquidation. I mean, that's something definitely feasible, but at the same time, there is the possibility to do the cross type of margin with a leverage and have the ability to initiate to add margin, which will allow you basically to have more room towards the downside. Of course, this is something that can easily be hedged out, which means that you can partially recover your losses through multiple other trades, which is how we are performing every single time we are in a such situation. But the idea is that when I've been speaking about the tops, when I've been portraying that the markets can very easily retrace back to the previous tops, people were most likely not really enjoying a perspective that is not speaking about bullishness. The problem is that when we see the markets towards the upside like that, I mean, when you're generating an outcome, to be honest with you folks, you have 483% in 71 days. Retracing back to, $7 would not be a surprise. Not essentially right now during this movement, but if you are printing basically a such representation, you can easily come back into the $7 if the market becomes bearish. Very easily, ICP can be located on $7 again. At the moment, you're still on the double digits. You can think about the ICP is going to have support from 200 days moving average, this one, right? So you can think about that one. 200 days moving average is located right now on 6.6, extremely far away from the current price action. So when the market is going to find another major low, it will be easily touching the 200 days moving average, which means that the distance from now towards that is actually another 37%. And then from the top towards that price action is actually 59%. Is that enjoyable? Definitely not if you are not accepting the reality of the probabilities. Definitely not if you are trading without knowledge, blind, thinking that the market will always give you without taking from you. It's not like that, folks. Definitely not, and you can see it right in front of your eyes. So the idea is that any recovery right now must create basically a strong buying pressure after any recovery towards the upside, like this, for example, must create a buying pressure applied on any form of a downtrending established or minor corrective movements from that, right? So you cannot allow yourself basically to create a lower high. When you create a lower high again, you're going to break this low. So you're not going to survive if the markets are retesting the $10 again by having the situation of the crypto space as it is. You're not going to survive that, which means that you cannot do right now, if you're recovering from here, you will not be able to perform any form of a lower high. You must be able to hold on to your highs and make sure you're building higher lows as well higher highs on the entire road. This is something that we clearly see for the altcoins. Obviously today there is another rejection appearing, but this is no longer major as we are finding ourselves in a great shape of a market support level. This is a place basically where things are already at a different challenge. There's people longing here, there's people buying into here. It's no longer a cascade effect where the markets are dumping without any buying pressure or facing any sort of a challenge. It's a little bit different. Still, we don't have any confirmation that the markets will break and start basically pumping, but the idea is that you're not going to be able to discover that on the daily unless it happens, which means you need to make sure that your technicals are needed to be performed on a shorter time frame in order to discover basically how does it work with terms of reactions and possible market recoveries towards the upside reversing. You cannot see a accurate reversal on the daily quickly. You will be able to see reversals on the daily which are intending basically a specific ratio and margin that has been already accomplished, right? So you are missing that if you're not going on lower time frames, which is something that you guys should perform. Beautiful. That's where we are. Just like I said, a great place of reaction. We must see that reaction. We must look forward to it, and especially have other markets as well holding onto the BTC. If you get all the things crashing back and forth in terms of the stocks and so, then it's going to be very difficult for the crypto space to survive. Now, what do you expect basically? Well, there's levels out there that are fine, but it's pretty much hard to get back into the $16 range at the top. Most likely the highest we would like to see is around $14, and that would be great. And then what happens after $14? We would have to go again very, very deep into the technicals and compare basically what's going to happen here during that moment. This is something that we definitely have to portray. That's it, folks. Enjoy, have a good time. We'll talk to you soon. At the same moment, do not forget about the completely intensive and on one-on-one coaching program with me, as well the done for you without any upfront fees that you can join my journey. Enjoy, guys. We'll talk to you soon.